What's up, my friends? John Baruti, Baruti Success. This week we're talking about how much is your financial advisor really costing you? It's a lot. Stay tuned. All right, my friends, how are you? So if you haven't been here, this is your first time, what do we talk about? We talk about everything: entrepreneurial, finance, investing, all those great things, business, what I've done for 30 years, what I've screwed up so you don't have to. You will learn from me so you can do it so much better. That being said, this week we're talking about how much is your financial advisor costing you? Let me tell you something, people. It's a lot. You don't realize it, but it's a lot. And if you haven't been here, you should first hit the bell, subscribe. Got you there, didn't I? Because I'm a little shallow, and I need people to subscribe, so I feel better about myself. Just putting it out there. So hit that button. We're trying to get to 1,000. It's a long journey, but we're trying. So most people that invest with advisors, they know they're paying fees, right? But they don't really know how much. Their advisors tell them, well, Sally, I'm only charging you 0.75 basis points. Or, okay, Joe, I'm only charging you 1%, but you're getting so much value from me. Well, Billy, what value am I getting? Well, Sally, I'm going to sit you down. We're going to go over your finances. We're going to go over your insurance. We're going to go over your life plan. We're going to go over little Johnny's college fund, all those great things. I think that's fantastic. I think everyone should do that. What I don't think is we should pay ridiculous fees. And when I say ridiculous, everybody's like, John.
It's only 1%. But it's so much at the end. Yeah.
1% fee, my friends, adds up to millions. That's right, millions. And I'm going to show you that in a couple of seconds, okay? And I came across this YouTuber, Bob Berger. Never saw him before, just started listening to him. Guy's got a lot of good advice. I'm going to link up his subscription and his channel below. I would go give him a listen if I was you. And so the reason I'm mentioning him is he gave me 2 really great websites. The first one I mentioned on my last video was Personal Visualizer, and we're going to go over that today. This is a great website. It's free. Yes, there's paid versions of it, but it really allows you to go and to model a whole bunch of different scenarios, which is terrific. And no, it's not super complicated. It's super easy, and it allows you to do a lot of different things. The other one that we're really going to use this week is Personal Capital. And again, Bob Berger goes over these and how it really explains to you the fees that you pay. So let's say that you have a portfolio and you have all your tickers. Take it off of your statement. And you punch in your tickers, and it will give you exactly how much you're paying for each fund. Now, this is where people get messed up. So you're paying an advisor 0.5%, 0.75%, most likely 1%, sometimes more, 1.5%, 2%. That's the advisor's fee. On top of that fee, they put you in funds, mutual funds, ETFs, so on and so forth. Those funds also charge fees. They conveniently forget to tell you that. Or if they tell you, they downplay it. Oh, it's not a lot. It's another 1%. It's not a big deal. 2%. 1% me, 1% them. Come on, it's not a lot of money over time. It's pennies. Well, I'm going to show you it's not pennies. Okay? So these 2 websites, and again, I'm going to link them up below. My suggestion is you play with them. You go and punch in your portfolios. It's tremendous information. Okay? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a real portfolio from a family member. I can't tell you who that family member is because they would kill me. Could be a sister, could be a wife, could be a cousin, could be an uncle. I can't tell you that. What I can tell you is this portfolio I'm going to show you is a real life portfolio. A portfolio their Ameriprise investment banker guy has put them in. And I'm going to go over it. I'm going to analyze it against something very simple, either my theory of VOO, Standard & Poor's 500, and I'm going to show you 2 or 3 other scenarios of portfolios that I really like from really, really smart investors. And we're going to compare them, okay? So let's go and do that now. Okay, so the first one we're going to be in is Portfolio Visualizer, okay? And you can see it here. So when you go to Portfolio Visualizer, you're going to go to Tools, right? And you're going to go to Backtest Portfolio, which is what I did, okay? It's automatically going to give you the start year of 1985. That's almost irrelevant because whatever portfolio you put in, it's going to go from that point, from when it started. So Portfolio Visualizer is a back-testing site. The other one we're going to do is a forward-looking site. They're a little different, but again, great stuff here. We're going to put $1 million in for our initial amount. And the reason I'm using $1 million is a couple of reasons. A, it's an even number. B, it really shows you, it really exacerbates the fact, that the end result, okay? And C, this particular person, it's close to that number. It could be over, it could be under, but let's call it $1 million, okay? So cash flows, we're not going to do any cash flows, which is basically if you're still continuing to put in money, we're going to assume the $1 million is a lump sum. We're going to rebalance annually, which you should do, okay? And reinvest dividends, yes. Okay, everything else, okay. So we're going to put this against the Vanguard 500, which again is VOO. VOO is Vanguard's S&P 500. It follows the S&P 500, okay? So that's going to be our benchmark. And then we're going to do 3 different portfolios. The Ameriprise one that I mentioned, okay? Boglehead's 3 funds. Bogleheads are people that follow Jack Bogle. He created Vanguard. Guy was a genius. Listen, he created Vanguard. And then we're going to do Harry Brown Permanent Portfolio. Harry Brown, and again, if you watch my video from previous investing $1 million, it explains to you who Harry Brown is. Basically, he was a writer, he was a presidential candidate, and he was a financial advisor, okay, and a very smart guy. And he kept it simple. So these are the 3 portfolios you're going to see here. Now, this number 1, look at all of these lovely funds, okay? Now, even though this particular portfolio, this Ameriprise, is not $1 million, this weighting, right, that's what you see here, 24.63%, 1.58%, the weighting against these individual funds is correct, okay? Then you have the portfolio number 2, which is the Boglehead, which is the Jack Bogle, 50%, I didn't change this. Okay, so actually, I'll do it right now. So VTSMX is actually VTI. And the reason I'm doing this is because these are mutual funds. You have to invest in Vanguard. This VGTSX is, I think it's VSUX. Is it VXUS? Yes, Vanguard's Total International Fund, right? And this last one is the bond fund from Vanguard, BND Bond, their bond fund. Okay, I apologize for that. I should have did that before. Okay, so 50% VTI, whole American stock market, 30% VXUS, which is the international market, and 20% BND, which is Vanguard's whole bond fund. Okay, that's what the Bogleheads invest in. Okay, then you have the Harry Brown Permanent Portfolio, and his is a little different. You got 25% VTI, whole stock market, 25% TLT, short-term bonds, 25% cash, and then 25% gold, okay? There's also another one that I follow, Ray Dalio, a super intelligent guy, one of the best fund managers in the world. The reason I'm not doing his is we don't get to do a fourth, but the Harry Brown and the Ray Dalio almost tick for tick match each other. They invest in a little bit different things, but almost tick for tick, they're the same. Okay, so let's go and analyze our $1 million, and let's go and see, Johnny. Let's see what we got. All right, so here we go. Now you look at this, and you say, look at this final balance, Ameriprise. John, what are you bitching about? This guy's pretty good. $1.9 million. Okay, all right. Boglehead, $1.8 million. Harry Brown, lower, $1.5 million. Me, $2.3 million. Now, listen, I really honestly don't suggest anybody do what I do on the VOO because it's volatile. Yes, as you see, it gives you the most money. But look over here in the standard deviation, STDEV, right? Now, the least is the Harry Brown with a standard deviation, standard deviation is the volatility, right? Is the volatility of the fund, the portfolio. So down here at 6.37, which is nice, it's comfortable, he's at 1.5 million. Okay. He's, what is that, 15, $700,000 less than me? It is what it is. What I want to show you is, now mine is 2.3 million at 14.76 standard deviation. The Ameriprise guy, he's at 10. He's 4 percentage points less than me in standard deviation. He's a little more comfortable. Here's what you don't see in this. This 1.9 million does not, I repeat, does not account for his fees. So he's going to show you this. Look, Sally, this is what I've done over the last 6 years, right? This is what my funds have done. Pretty dang good, right? Well, Sally, what Billy ain't telling you is this does not account for his 1% fee. Now, let's go over to personal capital. All right? And let's do some assumptions. Okay, so this is, let's see, planning, retirement fee analyzer, whatever. Okay? Now, let's go and look for that wonderful investment geniuses. Where do I have? Ameriprise Theory account, which is, again, that same account. Okay? Now, I believe I have this set up for 25 years. Yes, 23 years. So here on the bottom, you'll see age 52 is when you put the $1 million in, and age 75 is when you're going to pull it out. Right? Now, you're looking, okay, well, first of all, just the fees in the accounts, in the funds, that's not his fee, cost you, look over here in the red, $1 million. That's crazy, okay? But that's not reality because you have the fees in the funds that Mr. Spectacular Genius put you in, and then look at this, additional investment fees, which is his fee. We bring it up to we bring it up to 1%. It's a little tricky, I apologize. 1%, whammy, bammy, schmammy. Look at that. $1.84 million. Now, he's going to show you away from that and bring you over to, but look, you made $2.4 million. So in your account is $3.4 million. You can't sneeze at that. No, Karen, you can't sneeze at that. What you can sneeze at, and I'm going to bring your attention right back to it, $1.84 million it cost you. Let's run another report. Let's run a report on good old Johnny's account. All right, so let's open Sure Up. Going to go down, we're going to unclick Mr. Ameriprise, and we're going to click Johnny VOO, Vanguard's Standard & Poor's 500, And we're going to get rid of that nasty fee because we're not paying that fee. We don't pay that fee. We don't need to pay 1% to put all of our money in one fund, the whole entire United States stock market, or actually, that's not true. VTI is the whole stock market. VOO is the Standard & Poor's 500, which is the best 500 companies in the United States. Okay? So we don't need to pay that 1% fee. Now looky, schmooky here. What does that say? What does it say? Fees over 23 years is $33,844. Listen, I'm really not happy about paying the $33,000, but I'll take the $33,000 over $1.8 million. I like Billy. Again, I've said this before. I'll go out for a coffee with Billy, a drink. We'll go golfing. I'll pay for the golf round. I ain't paying him $1.8 million. We're not that good of friends. Now, here's where what do they say? The rubber meets the road. Look at that. Because we don't have that fee, we have in our bank account now $5,253,000 for something like that. $5.3 million is what we have. Listen to me. $5.3 million. As opposed to, I don't know, what was that? 3, 2.5, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. It's so low. So, my friends, Sally, Billy, John, Joe, George, everybody out there. Yeah, I see you all the way in the back there, Jim. I see you. This is what I'm talking about. I can't express this enough. Listen, I know I joke. I know I make fun. But you're talking about real money here. You're talking about years of your hard sweat going to work every single day. I don't know if you dig ditches or if you serve people in a restaurant or if you're a doctor or a lawyer. Whatever you're doing, it ain't easy. And I want to keep every penny for myself. You know, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm selfish. But I don't want to give an advisor all those fees. Here's the thing. I fully understand this is scary to people. It's the reason people like me and, you know, people like Bob Berger, who I explained to you in the beginning of this video, it's the reason we do the things we do. We don't really make money at this. Bob's probably making money because he's got, I don't know, like 40,000 subscribers. I ain't got that. But listen, I'm not making money at this. I just truly am trying to explain to you this isn't hard, right? Now, this is what I did for you. I created a spreadsheet because you're sitting over there saying, but John, I don't know what to do. Because that's what everybody does. No matter how much I talk, it's the same thing I always get. I don't know what to do. You're not explaining it well. Well, George, this spreadsheet I'm going to put down in the description, okay? What this spreadsheet does is I picked 13 and 23 years. I don't know why I picked those 2 years. I just did, okay? Now, if you see this, you'll see Ameriprise after 13 years, you have $2 million. You paid $553,000 in fees. After 23 years, you have $3.4 million. You paid $1.8 million in fees. I'm just saying. It's the fact. There's numbers. Okay? And then it gives you the S&P 500, which is the VOO, right? And it shows you the Boglehead 3 fund, and it shows you the Harry Brown fund. It tells you exactly what you would have had after investing this period of time, either 13 or 23 years, and it shows you the fees. You choose the fund, right? My suggestion is, don't do what I do. Don't do the VOO only. I would do the Boglehead 3 fund. It's the guy that created Vanguard is the Bogle, Jack Bogle. He created Vanguard. These 3 funds, and if you go down, you'll see portfolio and percentage allocations. Right? And this gives you the breakdown. It even shows you the Ameriprise. Listen, you want to be crazy and go and invest like the Ameriprise guy? I gave you the funds, the exact funds that this guy is investing in. And look at all these ridiculous, I don't even know, what do we have here? 20-something funds he's got this person in? Really? Come on. But regardless, S&P 500 you'll see is just VOO, 100%. Boglehead 3 fund is 50% VTI, whole stock market, USA. 30% VXUS, international stock funds. And BND 20%, the American Bond Fund, Total Bond Fund. That's the Boglehead 3 fund. So if you go to something like M1 Finance, which I highly suggest, it's super simple for beginners. All you do is you go and make a pie, you punch in these tickers, and then you allocate the percentage. And then you put whatever money you want to put in every single week. Or if you have $1 million, put it in there. And it will automatically, continually rebalance. It's amazing. It's awesome. And the Harry Brown, right? 25% VTI, 25% TLT, which is short-term bonds fund, and 25% GLD, gold, and 25% cash. Listen, it's a good diversified fund. So is Ray Dalio's. It's a little more complicated. And when I say complicated, it's got a couple more funds in it. It's not ridiculous. I think it's got 2 more funds in it. Very simple. I just happen to like the Boglehead 3 fund. It's diversified and it's simple. Here's our problem as people, as animals, because that's what we are, is we look at this and say, John, it can't be this simple. It cannot be. I don't care what you say. And I'm here to tell you, Sally, we've gone over not only the past, right, which Portfolio Visualizer shows us past performance, we're going over, future performance. And it shows, now listen, past performance is not indicative of future earnings. Everybody tells you that, no matter who you talk to. And it's true. Listen, we never had COVID before, and we have it. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that. I might be taken down. I don't know, whatever. But what I'm trying to tell you is that situations change. But if you invest in funds like these, right, they will go up and they will go down over a long period of time, my friends. They will even out and you will make a boatload of money. You don't have to hand it over to an advisor that is telling you have to hand over 1% or any of your money. You just don't. Now, I'm also going to link up below the financial advisors that I use, Facet Wealth. I don't get paid by them. I should, but I don't. I just love them because there is no fees. Well, there's fees. You pay a one-time fee per year. They look at your assets. They look at everything you own and say, okay, you owe us X amount, and you either pay them or you don't. And if you don't get advice. And if you do, they'll sit down and do everything that a percentage advisor, will do. Also, if you want, Vanguard has their own private portfolio managers. I believe they charge 0.30. And again, you can go and do that, and depending on how much money, it might make sense for you. I just like Facet Wealth because, again, I pay them their fee, and, they have no skin in the game. I'm not investing with them. They look at my stuff and say, hey, John, I like it, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And if I do it or not, they could really care less because they're not making a percentage or a vig off me. So you use them, you don't use them, God bless you. I don't think you need anybody. Again, you could just do exactly this, but I get it. You want to be comfortable. You want somebody to bounce stuff off. I have somebody to bounce stuff off. So go and, look for an advisor or another advisor like a Facet. And listen, I looked for them. There's not many out there that are they say they're fee-based, but when it comes down to it, they all want 1%. Okay? So there you go. I hope you subscribe, hit the bell, make sure you're coming back, because every week we got new good stuff. And I hope you really like this. And please, even if you don't trust me, go into these 2 platforms and play around with them and look at the different fees and the different time horizons and the bonds or funds that your advisor or your friends or whoever you're investing with has you in. And go and analyze them and check it out. All right, so I hope you got value from this one. We will see you on the next one.
I'm not paying you any fees. Not gonna do it. I'm not a fee guy.